I lost over 10 kilos and I went from looking flabby and soft to now having a pretty good physique. This got me multiple girlfriends over the past few years, and all of them have complimented my physique. The first one, she said that I look like an absolute hotshot. And that was the first time I heard it, so it felt amazing. This also boosted my confidence and the way people treated me. They tell me how much I've changed and how much better I look. So, what do you think is the fastest way to get lean? It's not endless cardio. It's not calories in versus calories out. It's not starving yourself. It's not doing some bullshit dumbass workouts. It is to live like our ancestors did. I lost fat and built a pretty good physique. In this video, I'm going to tell you how. Don't make the mistake of doing endless cardio. This will cause you to lose muscle if the other things are not dialed in properly. So listen carefully. The number one thing suggested to fat people who go to the gym to lose weight is hop onto the treadmill, do the elliptical, do the cardio machines, do the stairmaster, starve yourself. This is setting back your progress by years. This is so detrimental for your health and for your physique and progress. There's overcomplicated shit workouts, especially on YouTube, that say 10-minute ab workout, get abs in 2 weeks, and all of these clickbaity stuff that is optimized only for views. So I listened to this. Few years ago when I first started out, I started playing badminton as a form of cardio for over 3 or 4 hours every single day, sometimes in the mornings and evenings. I also went on cyclings and runnings and this and that. And that helped my heart, but what it did for my physique and for my progress, it kind of hindered it because that ended up making me look skinny and weak. When I was shirtless, I looked skinny, I didn't have any muscle mass. But especially when I had clothes on, I looked weak. I remember my parents telling me, Paul, you look weak, you look sick. Is everything okay? Please stop doing what you're doing and start eating again. Because even that time I believed in eating healthy but I was too restrictive. I starved myself of sorts. So watching all of these videos on YouTube about get abs in 2 weeks, 10-minute abs circuit, workout routine and some pro max this and that, this negatively affects you. Because when you do it, you will obviously not see abs in 2 weeks. And then you try the next video that says get abs in 2 weeks, do this, do that. When this doesn't work, you think that you're the problem. This leads you to have limiting beliefs. This leads you to think that you cannot make progress because something is intrinsically wrong with you. And that is not true. People optimize it for views on YouTube. Don't listen to them. Stick to the basics. The number one basic thing that has been done for thousands of years is walks. Go on daily walks, at least an hour a day or 10,000 steps a day minimum. Because when you think of our ancestors, the primal human who went hunting, what was their life like? They had a goal to go and hunt collectively in a pack, in a tribe, and get back the food for their families. Now, the goal for you, let's draw parallels, is to have a good physique, to be healthy. Their goal was to hunt and get the food back. They did anything, but they stuck to it. They didn't go wishy washy here and there. They were consistent. They walked and sprinted every day for the hunt. What I want you to do is to go on walks at least 3 or 4 times a week, minimum, for an hour and a half a day. At least 10,000 steps. Your goal is to get lean. This will get you there. This is LISS, low intensity steady state training. This helps you preserve as much muscle while also burning fat. But again, for this to work effectively, you need to dial in your other stuff. The next thing I want to tell you is to not starve yourself. Calories in versus calories out works. It works in weight loss if you want to lose weight. But weight loss is not our goal here. It's fat that we want to lose. We don't care about our weight. Forget about your weight from now on. We want to preserve and reserve and build as much muscle while having a low body fat percentage. Calories in versus calories out is a tool that will help you get there, but only in terms of weight. In terms of the kind of weight that you lose or build, depends on the food that you eat, depends on your nutrition. It's not following and autistically being calories in versus calories out, or if it fits your macros. Because you can eat even junk, garbage like cake or some deep fried shit, and say, oh, it fits my macros. My macros allow me to eat and to not be as restrictive. I can eat junk food if I want. Listen to me. All calories are not the same. A calorie is not a calorie. Different kinds of food affect your hormones differently. Your leptin, your ghrelin, and your insulin levels. The spike it causes. Once you understand that, you will understand how to lose fat and build muscle in the most effective manner. Again, when you think of what our ancestors did, how was their life like? What was the average day? They hunted and they feasted. Hunt and feast. What I want you to do, when I tell you to hunt, it means to go on walks 3 or 4 times a week and to resistance train your aesthetic muscles at the gym for you to look good. And to feast, it is to eat nutritional foods, foods high in nutrition, whole foods, natural foods that are good for your health, for your hormones, for your physique, for your mind and brain. The way to be healthy is to live like a primal human being. Also, this is what I cover inside my program. Link in description. I believe that will help you. So focus on nutrition and eating a shitload of healthy, nutritious food while also staying within your calorie limit. That is there. But again, as I told you, that's a tool for your weight. The nutrition and kind of food you eat affects your fat and muscle. So remember that. Now, the most important thing, the more muscle you have, the higher your metabolism and the more fat you burn. I want you to resistance train, to train at least 3 or 4 times a week at the gym, calisthenics, body weight workouts. But resistance train is when you use weights or resistance against your muscles that force your muscles to break down and get stronger over days, over weeks, over months, and years. And we don't want to be training like a dumbass and switching out workout routines constantly. Like this week, I saw push pull legs. I'll go and hop onto push pull legs. Next week, I learn about upper lower. Next week, I learn about bro split, chest, biceps, legs, rear delt, this and that. Like you focus on one single muscle per week. You will make progress in all of this if you just stick to one thing. Now, the thing I want you to stick to and to not train like a dumbass and look like a block. You look at these power lifters, even they've been going to gym for years, right? But do they look sexy? Do they look aesthetic? Do they look attractive to girls? I don't think so. They've not trained according to our priorities. Our priorities are to train the aesthetic muscles. What are the aesthetic muscles? The aesthetic muscles going from upper to lower, your neck, your traps, your upper chest, your side delt that gives you the wide, broad look, your lats, your abs, and the V line over there. It's like pointing directly downwards. When you build these muscles, these make you attractive and masculine and look strong. I know a lot of information online these days is confusing to you, especially as a beginner. It was confusing to me as well. But just choose one thing. Cut out the bullshit. Stick to the basics.